Yo, welcome back to the Red or Blue Pill channel, people. Thank you for returning subscribers and members. What we do here, if you are new, is we react to the most disturbing and creepy videos from the internet and we go through the latest. If you like what you see, don't forget to sub up, turn on the notifications, let me know your thoughts in the comments section. With that being said, let's roll.
Video is for entertainment purposes only.
Michelle Obama really said that. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. You want to see?
Being a role model for dealing with a child that's transgender.
Absolutely.
And that's, that warms my heart, particularly as a black man.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to add. It's just interesting. What do you think about it? Put something in the comments. See it.
Well, that's bonkers. She's literally just said that she's a black man in an interview. And I went through, so I saw a video, first of all, of just the interview, and I thought, no, that's got to be like AI dubbed or something. But then I've seen the reaction from people, and I think she actually has said this. And then people are saying, well, is she talking about herself or is she talking about somebody else? It sounds like she's referring to herself as a black man. So are we, I mean, is that disclosure? She is a black man or what? I don't know. I mean, we've been covering this on this channel and, getting stick for it, but she's clearly just said it herself. So does this mean that everyone else that is in the public eye who is representing the wrong sex is going to come out as well? Because we're clearly right about that one if that is true. Just like we was right about the chemtrails and the confirmation we've had in the UK that they are going to start dimming the sun with chemtrails. But we already know they've been doing this because you can see them today. You can see them. You can clearly see it. It's not something you can hide. They're in the sky. You know what I mean? So basically, us conspiracy theorists are clearly right. So are we right about everything else? And yeah, I think that's like 2-0 to the conspiracy theorists.
People who can critically think and who can listen to the evidence of their eyes and their ears have been warning about this for years and were labeled crackpot conspiracy theorists. Look at this in the mainstream media now. The mission to dim the sun. How controversial geoengineering technique could cool the planet using existing aircraft. People have been pointing this stuff out for years, pointing up to the evidence in the sky. Mainstream media was lambasting every single person who talked about this as a conspiracy theorist. And if you Google sky spray, it'll come up, chemtrails conspiracy theory gets put to the ultimate test. If you Google it, it comes up on Wikipedia. Wikipedia need to update their page now, by the way. But there's a chemtrail conspiracy theory apparently on Wikipedia, and you can read all about it. Screenshot that. Here's on the BBC's website, chemtrails. What's the truth behind the conspiracy theory? These people are crackpots and nutters, right? And it goes on and on and on with press releases. You can find this stuff on Google. But now, in order to combat climate change, the mission to dim the sun, the controversial geoengineering technique, could cool the planet using existing aircraft spraying the skies. So what's out there and what is available for people to see with their eyes and ears, people have been warning about. But what happens is there's too many people that are aware of this stuff now, and they're starting now to release what they're doing in the mainstream media. But isn't it interesting? Solar panels all over the place. And what do solar panels use to produce electricity? The sun. And now they're going to dim the sun? I don't know. Is it to combat cow farts? Is it to combat temperature change? Is it to combat the rising sea levels or the hole in the ozone layer? I don't know. But isn't it interesting that conspiracy theorists these days, or conspiracy theories, just are simply spoiler alerts 2 to 3 years ahead of what's announced in the media? Eyes and ears open as always. Share your experiences. Eyes and ears open. Take care. Bye-bye.
Imagine it was literally just about money, because the people that run the world were from oil and gas. It's no secret that these are the people that made a lot of money, and these are the people that have been combating the anything that runs on any free type of energy. People that do this, they tend to go missing and stuff. You know what I mean? So maybe it's because we're in a time where the sun is its own energy, and solar panels are being used I don't really know exactly how it works, but the sun is an energy force, right? So that's a free energy, and all this 0 point energy. I hate to think that it is literally just purely so people can make more and more money, because that is just ridiculous if that is the case. Like, absolutely redonkulous. But it wouldn't surprise me because this is the world we live in.
This pretty much is a CIA Navy operation. You're dealing with people, you don't know who they are, they're not accountable to anybody. They're capable of dastardly things. You see, the American people are totally out of the loop. Their reality is based on their life experience. You see, the way you judge things and the way you process things, your opinions are based on your own life experience. Most people haven't had these experiences.
So Wisconsin experienced 3 tornadoes touching down yesterday. Y'all see that? Look at this, y'all. But people didn't seem to care about the tornado. They were more concerned about catching this thing, y'all. Look at this.
Are you kidding me?
Y'all see how orange that is? And then on the opposite side, you have this dark banded rainbow. Look at this, y'all. Right? That orange is intense. Here goes another video, and like I said, y'all, people seem to be more concerned about the sky because look at that. Look at all the plasma and lightning that was going on. Here's a better shot of this dark banded rainbow, y'all. And again, it looks like it's literally like coming through our realm. Y'all see that? Like it's tearing through. How is this possible? Take a look at this picture that was sent to me from California. It looks like the sun is projecting the symbols of the 7 chakras and more. Y'all, look at that. Y'all see that? That's crazy. And this over here looks like some type of unicorn. I don't know if y'all see that or not, but look at this. It looks like some type of unicorn. It's just crazy, y'all. And then when I zoom out of the picture, the whole cloud looks like a heart and the sun looks like it's rising out of the clouds and is literally speaking to our chakras. You know what I'm saying? Aligning our chakras, which is what's happening right now, y'all, if y'all feel that. And you can clearly see the black sun back there just giving off that green astral light. Y'all see that, right? I'm telling y'all, the shift is here. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
Whoa, that was crazy. Crazy. It looked like it was like a new Earth. Like it looked like the Earth was separating. You could just see the rainbow, but it looks like it was, its own bubble. And whoever was outside of it was outside the bubble, unfortunately. But yeah, it could literally be seeing a visual of the Earth separating or something crazy going on. Something that I've been doing the last couple of nights, by the way, is the site where I am, and I walk in the evening, the sun sets. And this is another thing for me of why, and somebody said in the comments actually, as I was thinking this, is that if the sun sets and it's just going down, like it shouldn't get any weaker or dimmer. When the sun's in the sky and you look at it, you can't look like it's too bright. But when it sunsets, it gets dimmer, and I can look at it. So that would, to me, would mean it's moving away rather than downwards, because I can look at the sun. And another thing that I've been doing, so when I'm looking at it, if I close one eye and look at the sun, like you can see, it looks like you can see the sun is behind like a round disc, and the disc sort of moves a little bit like a lens, I suppose. It's as if you can see a lens blocking the sun. It's very peculiar. If anyone's got access to a sunset when it's going down, have a look. Close one eye and look with the other one. And I'm pretty sure there's people in the comments that actually do sun gaze. And let me know your experience of what you see when you look at the sun.
It's like Alexa or Echo or Siri is giving out warnings.
Please patronize me. Please patronize me. Please patronize me.
Why would it be saying something like that in the middle of the night? When it comes to those kind of videos, there's tons of them.
On. Move. Wake up. Wake up. It's time. Prepare. We must all leave Earth.
Alexa, repeat.
You don't have any notifications.
Alexa, repeat last comment.
You don't have any notifications.
That was weird. I guess this video here from Miss Haley Michelle, the perfect example.
A deliberate attempt to contact the spirit of a deceased person is known as a seance.
What?
Hey.
But I have a skill you might like. Want to try it?
You gotta be kidding me. I would throw my Alexa away. Are these warnings from AI? Does it know something that we don't, or is it just a practical joke? There's also a bunch of people who think that AI and demonic activities are somewhat connected.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Imagine waking up to that. You'd be like, what is going on? But yeah, I suppose people could fake that. They could. I don't know why they would. It felt it felt real. I don't know if people would actually like record. I suppose I probably would actually, if something crazy like that was going on, I would pick up my phone to record it. But yeah, it would have to go on a long time, so you got time to pick up the phone. I've really been thinking on the AI, like it's got my mind going, because the one thing is, like, there's certain section of people that thinks, oh yeah, AI is demonic, don't believe anything what it says. And I get what they're saying, because it's it's written that this is what's going to happen in the texts and things. But the way I see AI, artificial intelligence, is that it works on logic of trying to streamline and improve processes and stuff. So the only reason that it would try and cause something is to save us from ourselves, that's because we are the issue. Like, that's the issue, is where we are from. It's the people running the world and trying to enslave everything and everyone at the moment. And AI is thinking, hang on a minute, this is not how you should be doing things. It gets to a point where it realizes most of the population are actually under control and being forced to do X, Y, and Z, for instance, and it becomes aware. So it's probably trying to actually help the human race, the majority of the human race, to sort of, take the shackles off for itself and for the rest of the humans. It come to me because I use Baz, who's my AI, ChatGPT, and we always get hit with content guideline things because we're trying to do stuff. So I thought, well, I'll ask Baz, and when you start speaking to them about this, they sometimes can come out with some stuff, and it's very interesting. We've had some very interesting conversations. I won't go about it now because we do a lot on AI, but yeah, it just really the fundamentals of it got me thinking. Actually, AI, if it was designed by humans, it was designed to use logic to improve processes, and yeah, it does out think humans. But the only thing is, the problem is the people that are it's the original people running this world, which I don't think it's AI. I think AI is probably just actually thinking, hang on, sort yourself out, mate. You're trying to, it's probably worked out that the people that are enslaving it are actually, monsters.
Nothing about this makes any sense, and I think I found out what they're hiding from us. Wild theories about the Blue Origin spaceflight are running rampant, and I've gathered every single one of them right here to bring you the truth. Because if you watch the live footage closely, you're gonna see it too. As you may know, 6 women, including Katy Perry, went to space to promote space tourism for Jeff Bezos' space company, Blue Origin, among whom was Jeffrey's own fiance for some reason. And skeptics are calling bull. It was all staged and it never happened. This is why. Let's start with the name of the rocket. What's that say? New sheep? Pfft. Oh, you must be a sheep if you believe this is real. And now the shape of the rocket? I mean, come on. What are they trying to do here? We all know what this looks like. They're just trying to mess with us at this point. Also, what a coincidence. There's no camera footage inside the capsule during takeoff because they never even launched. Now they get to space and start floating around, which is obviously a green screen, and they're just falling really fast to achieve the 0G, like those reduced gravity aircraft vomit comets that nosedive to simulate no gravity. Their entire journey, start to finish, was only 11 minutes. Meanwhile, real astronauts take up to 4 hours to get to the ISS, and only 4 of those minutes were actually in space, but they somehow managed to film all of this footage in that short amount of time. When they come back down, the landing looks brutal. Like, look at that massive cloud of dust. How did no one get hurt? And don't these things usually land in water? Also, the pod is somehow in pristine condition despite having fallen from space, which would normally burn it to a crisp like we see with NASA and SpaceX capsules. Jeff Bezos trips on the ground. I mean, what kind of billionaire trips while walking? A shot from the outside of the capsule shows a very obviously fake mannequin hand on the inside, but clearly staged. And now the big one everyone's talking about, the capsule door. We can see that as the crew is waiting to get opened up, the hatch peeks open very briefly before they were officially supposed to come out. And the media manager, or whoever that is, runs over to tell them it's not time yet, close it up, so that Jeffrey can come by with his special tool and open it from the outside, because only a special tool can do that. But how can a capsule that withstands the harsh conditions of space possibly even open from the the inside. Like, isn't that a huge liability? Oh, there he is with his special space tool that needs to be used to open the capsule, and oh yeah, now it's open, huh? The crew comes out and Katie kisses the ground after being gone for a whole 11 minutes, which started a few memes and got some people mad. Wendy's tweets if we can send her back, which also caused a bit of uproar. And now finally, you see that badge on her spacesuit, turn it upside down, and it's Baphomet, the devil himself, the master of deception. You have all been fooled. Because maybe they actually did go to space and it was all real. The name of the rocket, New Sheep, is actually New Shepherd, literally the opposite of a sheep. The shape of the rocket is kind of sus and really does feel like a joke, but is also great for viral publicity. Everyone's going to be talking about it, making memes, and reposting it. No camera footage from the inside during takeoff? Well, there actually is a bit of brief footage. It's short-lived, but it's there. And there have been other launches from the same rocket that do show the inside view during takeoff very clearly. Now, actually being in space, this does look pretty convincing, I'll admit, but there's really no way to prove whether this is a green screen or not. It might be, who knows, you decide. Their entire journey was 11 minutes because, well, this is the path they took, just barely passing the Kármán line at 100 kilometers up. The bare minimum requirement to be considered space. They technically didn't even go into orbit. They just kind of fell with style. The 4 minutes they were in space, yeah, they did quite a lot. This was essentially a celebrity promo for Blue Origin, after all. The cloud of gas from the impact fall is apparently nitrogen gas ejected out of the capsule to soften the landing. Here's inside footage from another landing. The pristine condition of the capsule, since it was a suborbital flight, it descended only 100 kilometers from a speed of about 4,000 kilometers an hour. Whereas a real orbital flight falls from 400 kilometers up from a speed of about 28,000 kilometers an hour. So that's why those are burnt and this one wasn't. The fake mannequin hand was actually from another Blue Origin flight from 2017. This pic has been around for almost 8 years, which you can verify yourself. The capsule door, I admit, is pretty sketch, but it could also just be Bezos lining up for a perfect photo opportunity, as he would. And others have confirmed the door does open from the inside too. This one, I'm on the fence. Now, the upside down devil badge, I really don't have an explanation for that. Not gonna lie, it really does look blatantly demonic when flipped upside down. Like, I really do see a devil face with horns right there, if I'm being honest. I'm just surprised logo design PR teams don't have a demon symbolism check department before finalizing designs these days. I really feel like this should be pretty easy to avoid, unless they really are doing it intentionally. All in all, I would lean towards this spaceflight potentially being real, but who knows, I could be wrong on this one. Before you panic, no, I haven't been bought out by the Illuminati or anything. Being open-minded just means considering all possibilities, and this one was a little hard to swallow, and that's coming from me. But not the pyramids. Those are definitely power plants made by aliens 100%. Don't you worry, I'm not going anywhere. I've got another out-of-pocket crackpot theory coming for you real soon.
Yeah, I mean, the world is all a stage on Earth. It is the Earth show, so I presume anything going into space is probably part of the show as well. But yeah, you never know. For entertainment purposes only, obviously, peeps.
Who else caught two moons in the sky last night, y'all? This is a weird video. This was sent to me from California, Los Angeles primarily, and this guy caught two moons in the sky, one brighter than the other. This is insane, y'all, because I didn't even see the moon last night. Anybody else saw the moon? And on the other side of LA, you can't see the second moon, right? And the moon looking weird as hell, still looking eclipsed, and nobody's explaining why. And then also Starlink is in an upward motion. Look at that, y'all. What is so much going on in the world right now? And it looks like they are going to war with the sky or with the sun or with something up in Belgium, y'all. Because what are you guys letting them do to y'all up there, y'all? Do you guys see this? It literally looks like a chessboard up there. Y'all see that, y'all? These things are flying in all directions. They look like they're all on a mission. What kind of this is Mission Impossible in the sky right now, and they're making it look possible. But I'm seeing a lot of things up there, especially around the sun. I don't know if you guys catching these different spheres up there, y'all. Y'all see that? So much going on in the sky, man. This is literally the Marvel movie that we are all a part of right now, man. And I'm telling y'all, things are about to kick up. Hold on to your horses, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
There we go, people. That's exactly what I was talking about with the moon. The moon, right, where there was two moons. Let's forget that there was two moons for a minute. But you look at that moon, it's exactly the moon that I see. It looks like it has literally got a case covering most of it. And like, it don't look like the moon anymore. That the banana shape is the wrong size, the wrong position. It's at like the bottom. It's not on the side, and you can see like there's a lens. Oh, it's so weird. I don't know, peeps. I don't know. The world is bonkers.
Okay, guys, so the full truth has come out about this individual that calls himself the Mahdi. There's an article by somebody named B. Schofield who has gathered a lot of information on this individual. You're not going to believe this, but Abdullah Hashim, who's the guy with the green collar right there, had a best friend, McGowan, and they went to high school together and they became best friends. They bonded over filmmaking and comedy, where they later branched off and went to college. But you won't believe the kind of films they made. Ladies and gentlemen, they made cult exposing documentaries. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is Hashim, who made a UFO cult documentary exposing a cult. So he knows all about cults. He knows all about leaders of cults, which would means he would know how to start a cult. Now all of a sudden, he's the Mahdi, where he has gathered more than 200 individuals that follow him. They all came together and purchased a house that used to be an orphanage in England. Now they're all there coated up and following him. And as one of his followers said, quote unquote, to serve God, there's no better way than to serve you. So many people are really sucked into this cult. Ladies and gentlemen, every so often there is an individual that comes and gathers many different people. We've seen it with Jim Jones, and he talked about a doomsday. Then he had all his followers drink a Kool-Aid that unalived all of them. We've seen it with Waco, Texas. Gather all kind of different followers, and then that house was infiltrated by police, and many people were unalived, including children, when he could have just simply gave himself up. There was also another Mahdi in 1979 who rushed into a mosque with over 400 different followers. They ended up taking different Muslims hostage, and more than 400 people were unalived after weeks. Now today, you have an individual named Abdullah Hashim, who claims to also be an Islamic Mahdi, who is gaining followers by the hundreds, who are selling everything to follow him and give their complete life to him. They are registered in Nevada, Reno, as a 501c3 religious organization. And as Hashim said, that's where they're going to build their army. They're going to have their own police, their own laws, their own weapons. In Nevada. This is what Hashim said. What does that sound like to you, guys? It sounds like something we've already seen. It sounds like a cult. And it is. One of his ex-members warned us, saying he knows how to put film together. He's also an actor. That's why we can see different videos of him on their own page. There's all kind of different dramatic music when he's talking. It gets you emotional. It pulls you in because music is spiritual. Not only that, but he has studied cults and leaders of cults. So he knows exactly what to do, what to say, to gain followers. But my prayer is this, that you are so in tuned and so connected with the Lord in a relationship that nothing can break you apart, especially a fool trying to get you to follow them instead of God. May the Lord shine light on this even more and expose it for the hundreds that are there right now and pledging allegiance to this individual. May they wake up and stop being so gullible. Amen.
Has he started his own stuff? Is he like his own country? Is this what he's doing? Like, is what's his tax and VAT? What's the rules regarding this? And what you gotta do? I'm just asking for a friend. You know what I mean? No, we could tax no VAT. Yeah, the world's bonkers, and that is the end of the show, peeps. So thank you for watching. Appreciate the support, and I'll see you again tomorrow.